Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Friday, September the 11th. My name is Barry Anderson. I am the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. All right, I have 3 trades to go over that I posted in the room, but actually a very exciting day because I am finally able to test our red bar, green bar alerts that our tech team has been diligently working on for the last little while. I'm going to demonstrate that just a little bit later, but first I want to go over my first trade of the day. AKBA. Now unfortunately I had to do a reboot of my system, and so I lost all the alerts that I had in here. I could do a history, but you have to trust me on this. AKBA, this is a low floaters on the move. So what we're looking for is, just to bring this up, so the float is no more than 15 million shares, and the value. This is a custom formula that everybody has to write. Like I cannot copy this and give it to you. Everybody's formula in their formula list will be different, have a different number. So if you're used to creating formulas, then you know that my U57 could be completely different from your U57. They're unique to each user. But anyway, what this really does is it just divides the total volume of today divided by the float. And I'm looking for at least 10%. I want to see at least 10% that the volume today is that of the float. And this is turning into be a pretty interesting strategy. And ACBA came up right here, and why I liked it was that it had pierced through the whole number. The actual alert came right around this area here, but it had pierced through the whole number. And so I took the trade right here at $10.18. I exited some right here at 10.43. I missed this big spike up. It came back down. I decided to hold. I was going to hold unless it broke down through 10. I just had an inkling that this was just sort of a choppy area. It did go down to 10.04, but it popped right up again. And I definitely got rewarded because I held on here. Actually, it broke up through 11, pretty choppy here. And then on this, when it finally broke down again through $11, I exited the trade at 10.94. But a really nice trade based on finding stocks that have very low float. And as you know, a stock that has low float, if it gets a bit of a bid into it, they can really start to run. And this didn't run quite as much as I thought it would, but but it's also only a $10 stock. I mean, some of the ones that are a little more higher priced. I think we won yesterday. I think STRP. I think that was one very low float. I think only had about 3 or 4 million in the float, and that thing just ran $7, $8. So, but the exciting news, the really exciting news. Now, this is something that you can't have. It's not ready yet. It may not be ready for several months, to be honest with you. But what this is, let me see if I can just expand this. Okay, so this is a red bar ignored on the 5 minutes. And I was getting these all day. Now, you still have to look at them. I mean, you just can't take every one that you see. You have to check the charts, make sure there's no resistance close by. It always still should come from a good chart pattern, but this is going to give us what we're looking for. This is, and let me just bring out Zoe's, Zoe's, Z-O-E-S. And let me bring it up on a 15-minute candle or 15-minute chart. Here we go. So this is what I was alerted to right here. You see, here's the green bar, here's the red bar. The red bar is engulfed by this previous green bar, and then the trend continues. We also had a nice upward trend right here. So we had 3 green candles in a row, and then we had this pattern. So, we had a lot of things going right for this particular alert. And as I say, I received the alert. That was on the, let's see, this is on this one, which is on the 15-minute. So what we have right now are a 5-minute, and this one is a 30-minute. Okay, so I've got the RBI 5, I got the RBI 15, and I have the RBI 30. Again, we're looking for these patterns Where there's a red bar, we'll ignore it, and hopefully the trend will continue. So I had access to this kind of alert before, but what they were able to do for me yesterday is give me something that looks that first of all is automated. So I'm just getting these now in an automatic fashion. The presentation is a little bit better. Here's my entry, here's my stop, and this will get better. I mean, we have to add things like a minimum volume. I mean, some of you might want a minimum value of 500,000 shares, maybe a million shares, maybe only 100,000 shares. We have to establish some price ranges, all the things that you're used to with your current standard filters that you can do. Right now, we can't do any of that right now. This was just a first, I call it like a pre-alpha alpha. And but it's a great start, and it did give me two really nice trades. So let me just back these out and back these out. And again, this is what I was alerted to. And again, I can't show you that on that window because I had to do a reboot, so I lose all the alerts, and there's no history yet on that, so I can't even show you how that happened. But anyway, here's the green bar, the red bar, the green bar. Took the trade right here, beautifully, right over the whole number. One of my favorite things to do, 3403. I backed out some here at 30. Actually up here at 34.52, and then as it came back down to 34.28. What I'm also kind of noticing though that these are turning into kind of good watch list potentials because it's good to kind of track them all day long. You see what it did after that; it popped up. It's a bit choppy to be honest, but again, this is in its infancy, so it's the sort of thing that I would probably tend to watch all day. And the other one was Grub, Grub. And I think it's marked up. Yep. Same thing. You can see right here. Here's the green bar. Here's the trend. Beautiful trend up. Here is the pattern right there. Here's the green bar. Here's the red bar. And then the continuation. And I took the trade at 27.33 right there. Took off some right here at 27.57 and took out some right here at 27. Probably actually I took out right here at 27. I initially took some out. I'm sorry, I should have marked this, but 27.56, and then the balance here as it came back down at 27.77. So the bottom line is that for the first day of this running, and I probably had too many alerts, too many to keep track of. I will have to start adding some filters to tighten it up a little bit, but I'm really loving the way now it is automated. And if you're going to ask me when we're going to be able to deliver this to you, I really can't tell. For instance, one of the things that happened is that when I added this, when I added this, it comes on a menu right now, and when I added this, all of a sudden I couldn't collaborate. I couldn't send people scan or alerts from my cloud. I couldn't do any of that. I couldn't save and share from my cloud. So it was a little bug. But so these are things that they don't know is going to happen when they gave me this. Obviously, that's why it's a pre-alpha alpha. So all these sort of things have to get cleaned up before we can kind of unleash this on you guys. But trust me, it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be wonderful. This my opinion, this sort of scan will probably turn into one of the most popular scans that they've ever had, and I'm really pumped to see when it's finally finished. Again, when we can add more filters, especially when they're more customizable. People will want to add their own volume, will want to add their own price ranges probably. So when all that happens, we will be able to release it to you. So anyway, that was it. Only three trades, but really, really nice ones. So let me just back this out. Again, here's how to get into the room. And so weekend coming up. It was a short week. It felt long some days. Today kind of felt long because I was, struggling with doing a lot of different things, a lot of emails today, some phone calls, and trying to, watch this new menu that they gave to me yesterday. But anyway, hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you in the trading room bright and early on Monday morning. Thanks for listening.